YouTube, we are back. T34RIN TV live in full effect. State of Play 2022. It was kicking off last night. Me, D-Money, Silver Ronin. We were watching it with a couple of people. Well, more than a couple of people. And it kicked off. This is T34RIN TV. Right, before we get into this, I want to make this clear that I've already seen this trailer, okay? So it's not so much of a reaction trailer as such, or a reaction video. It's more of a review video, so I can have a look at it again. Because to be honest, I only looked at it once. I only watched it once. And I didn't really pick much from it. I wanted to save it for this video. Let's move. Alright guys, this is about 3 minutes long. Let's check this out, yeah? Let's take it all in. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Let's move.
Who are we? What are the dominants? The power we wield. It wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us. That its immaculate aspect might reveal itself.
The graphics looks amazing on this, man. That's obviously Titan.
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster.
Mate, look at this, bro. Woo! I'm loving the HB bars, everything. Hold on.
Would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss.
Mate, the movements. Oh my god, they just look just like Devil May Cry.
Glad I got your attention.
Hack and slash, hack and slash.
I
Woo!
invite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife.
Magic, arrow, attack, deadly phoenix, swift, jump. What? They've got a move for jump. So it is like a Devil May Cry. You can actually jump.
If I take the field,
Oh my god.
our duel will shake the island to its foundations.
Yeah, Shiva, Titan. Man, that looks like Final Fantasy 15. Odin, Bahamut, Ifrit, Phoenix. Full of summons, loving it. And it goes 33,000. Wow. Break damage limit as well. That's standard these days. 35,000 hit.
There will be losses, it is true.
The summons are fighting each other, which I think is amazing.
For every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
They've really worked on this. Phoenix, Titan. Oh, I went too quick. Ramu, Shiva, Odin, Bahamut, Ifrit. What? Get out of here, man. Final Fantasy 16. Boy, it's so epic. Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy in general is epic.
Awaken, child of fate.
Awaken, child of fate.
Awaken, Ifrit.
Ifrit. Do I even? Summer 2023. Boy, on PS5. PlayStation. Right. What did we pick up from that? Wow. Alright guys, I'm going to be very real with you here, yeah? When they first dropped the first trailer for Final Fantasy 16, I was saying to Silver Ronin that I weren't too sure. Yeah, I have to be honest, I weren't too sure. Now this is coming from myself. I'm a heavy Final Fantasy fan. I just weren't too sure about it because I'm more into the Final Fantasy 7s, 8s, 10s, 15 was alright, 9s was okay. But I was into them sort of Final Fantasies. Now, he's more into that, the Silver's more into like the 6, 9s, 4s and so forth, yeah? And at first, I can't lie, I weren't too sure. Silver assured me, he was like, yo, listen, T34RIN, yeah? The guy that's making this Final Fantasy, he's the same guy that revived and brought Final Fantasy back to where it was meant to be, yeah? He was the same guy that made Final Fantasy XIV. Now, for those of you who don't know, Final Fantasy XIV is a heavy hitter, yeah? Big, massive fan base. And at first, I've got to be honest, I weren't too keen on online Final Fantasy games. Silver got me into Final Fantasy XIV, and I have to be honest, I played the first, I think it was half hour to an hour, and I was saying, you know what, this game has got some potential, but apparently I haven't scratched the surface of Final Fantasy XIV, so I will be heading back to it. Anyway, back to Final Fantasy XVI. The mechanics of this game, yeah, no word of a lie, hands down, looks like Devil May Cry. I think the battle system looks like Devil May Cry, yeah? Looking back at the HP bars and the way you take damage and they take damage from you, it looks like Final Fantasy 13, if I'm to be completely honest. And to be honest, I liked Final Fantasy 13 in that sense. I didn't like the storyline of Final Fantasy 13, don't get it twisted. I didn't like the Final Fantasy 13 storyline, and I didn't really like the characters as such. But the mechanics in regards to the you know, the life bars and how it looked, you know, it was a beautiful looking game in regards to the HP bars and the damage it takes and so forth, and you know, just the digits, everything looked nice. It was polished nice, yeah. This has the potential, right, to be a big game, especially if it's hack and slash like Devil May Cry. Oh my god, it's gonna sell, guys. If I'm to be honest, I think this is gonna be a heavy hitter. This is gonna be something we've been waiting for a long time. Can I see this game surpassing Final Fantasy VII? See, Final Fantasy VII, yeah, it's got too much history. It's a big game, big characters, everything about it is good. Final Fantasy XVI, we don't really know much about Final Fantasy XVI as of yet. We don't really know much about the characters. Summons, we've seen some summons. The summons look good. Weapons, magics, we haven't seen much. So until it hits that sort of level where we know a bit more information and we've played the game, then we can start putting it on the levels of the Final Fantasy VIIs, if it's up there. Guys, if you like the content we're putting out, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We're also on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter, T34RIN_TV. Follow. Guys, that's about it from me. Remember, keep it tearing.